Now we gave y'all a break. You know what I'm saying? We let all the other podcasts catch up. You know, they were doing a little digital platform. We're like, okay, we'll step away a little bit, see who can do it, see who can do it better. But then you know what? We saw y'all weren't really doing it that well. So you know what? The king had to come back to this throne, which is the Takeover Lounge podcast. We had to come over and take it over and show y'all how to do it again. But we are here in the space in the virtual world. Just in case you forgot, it is your boy Z Give, and then below we got
Together.
Daniela. She's out here killing it, doing her thing. And to the left or to the right, sorry, I'm mirrored. To the right, we got who we got over here with us.
It's Rae L. Or
It's
Rae. It's just Rae.
it's Rae L. You know, and the L is for luscious. All right, don't forget
Lemons.
lemon. Yo, so it's funny because we were we gotta talk about how we got here, right? We gotta talk about how we got here. And D has the receipts pulled up. But before we get into the receipts, D, um, it was great. This is how all happened on Twitter. We were, I think, Ray posted something. Can you show us what Ray posted before we get into this? So Ray posted this tweet. Can you zoom in for me? I can't. There we go. So Ray tweeted, I just saw someone on TikTok refer to their situationship as a loud cuff, which is the opposite of a sneaky link. And I think we truly should stop coming up with so many names for dating. Like it's so many things, so too confusing for my peanut brain. Okay. And to that tweet, I was like, Ray, I definitely agree with you. Like,
It's too
there's
many names.
too many names,
Too many.
too many things going on here. So
Right.
first off, what made you wanna what was the TikTok that you saw?
It was so this girl was at her loud cuffs apartment and she was giving a tour of the stuff that he has in his bathroom, like his skincare and just judging him based off that. But she's like, I'm here, look through my loud cuffs bathroom essentials with me. And I was like, what the fuck is a loud cuff? Because she didn't even explain it. I had to go to the comments to see it's the opposite of a sneaky link. And I'm kind of like, what's a sneaky link? So I'm stressed. I don't know.
And then you went down the rabbit hole,
Right.
That's what happened.
Just spiraling.
spiraling, and she's like, you know what? Let me take this to Twitter. And she took it
Straight
to
to
Twitter.
Twitter.
And Daniela saw it, and Daniela had to chime in. And Daniela, what did you say to this top? Pull up that receipt real quick.
I said it depends on the person's view because hooking up can be with no effort and you just text or call the person without any forms of communication. And then you can have hooking up with consistent communication, but it wouldn't be labeled as dating, but just as talking and hooking up.
I agree.
You agree? See,
I agree.
when she said that, I was like, that just confused me even more because I'm just sitting here. Me and I don't know, Ray. I thought you were with me, but my peanut brain was like, why can't we just call it dating? Like, what is happening? What? So you two are single, so I need to know what is happening in this dating world. What is these loud cuffs and sneaky links, and how do we feel about this dating world right now?
It sucks. I hate
It's
it.
so scary.
Okay, it sucks and it's scary. Okay, you gotta tell me. You gotta elaborate for the people listening. Why?
Do you want me to go first, Ray?
Yeah.
I feel like dating now, or even just like relationships nowadays, it's more of like, what can you gain from that person? Like, is it like, what priorities do they have, and do you fit that priority? And it's also it it sucks because guys nowadays they just look for a quick hookup, and then they like string you along to think like, okay, I'm gonna have a relationship, this is and this, and then they're like, no, sorry, I'm on to the next girl.
Mm.
And then you have the guys that are like super, super nice and like want to take you out on these dates and want to be like your number one, this is and this, and then they do a 360 and they're like, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like you feel like you find a good one, but then you're so used to being like with all these other fuckboys and then all of a sudden you're like, not worth it. It's not.
No, it's never worth it.
It's never worth it.
No. I mean, like, if you put effort and communication in, and then you just take it away, like,
There's no point. Like,
why? Like,
Right.
why?
why mess with someone's brain that like, okay, this person is dedicated to me, they're gonna put the effort in, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be different, or he's like, it's so different from before. No, they never change. They're the same guy, same shit you have to go through, and you're back at square one.
Ray's like, yes, queen, set it off.
Or they bring a gun to your house.
Whoa.
I mean, that's scary.
That's crazy.
No, literally. No, because like whenever I was on Tinder, I am scared away from Tinder now. But no, I invited this guy over for like a little party we were having, and then we got into my room, and it was when we were alone. He was like, by the way, I've had a gun on me this whole time. And I was like,
sick.
Oh my God. Like,
is that
okay.
That his pickup line? Was that his pickup line?
I mean, I don't think so. Like, should have started with that maybe before you like came into my house as a stranger. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, so it's scary, and people just like they're not concise with what they want, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gathering the intentions aren't pure, or they don't set their intentions out first, right? They don't tell you that, hey, you know what? I'm just looking to hook up, and that's all I'm looking for. They're like, you know what? I'm looking to maybe have a relationship, maybe not, or maybe okay. So there's no clear intentions that are happening. What about? I noticed. I mean, we talked because obviously, I mean, we're talking about guys, but what about some of the young ladies out here? You think it's kind of similar for the guys too? They're going through the same thing.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's just hookup culture, like impacting everybody at this point. You know, like it's so normal to just like meet somebody and then hook up with them and then like lose interest. And I don't think that's just like guys. I think it's literally everybody. I don't know.
Literally every human.
Yeah. It's so strange.
Like I feel like a lot of girls hook up for like the status now. Like if they don't have status, they're like, oh, I hooked up with so and so. I'm like, I'm pretty sure so many other girls have hooked up with him. So you're just one of them.
You're calling them out. You're calling them out.
Because there's some girls like it's.
So,
I know a lot of girls they want the athletes, right? And a lot of them are like, oh, I hooked up with so and so, and like, you know, he spent the night over here, and there's another girl right next to her. Is like, oh, he was over at my place Monday.
Oh God!
Like,
oh no,
it's getting messy.
You think like they're playing you, like you're getting played, but then they're okay with that too, because they can say, oh, I hooked up with them. And I'm like, why are you proud of that?
Right.
I mean, fuck yeah, but like, you know, not for everybody. You know?
They always say like, oh no, he's for me. I'm the one for him. Like, no, honey, you're not. Like,
he's for the streets.
The ring on your finger, you're not for him.
Dang, that's crazy. I like thinking about like just going back to what got us here. It's like the whole different hoops you have to jump through to get to like the wifey or to the husband. It's like you gotta be what I don't know what's like talking, right? We don't even date anymore. We talk. And then we go into before we get to talking, we gotta do sneaky link before that, right? So
and then you loud cuff a little.
So I'm just trying to figure out, like, can we just break it down here? Can we just tell people the sequencing of these things? Let's try our best to sequence these terms.
It's hard because I feel like you can start any other way. Like you can start with just like hooking up, like being just like your sneaky link, and then you guys like start to talk more, and then you guys realize like you guys can start dating, and then you don't want your other like roster to know, so then you just show them off a little bit.
Hold on, you threw another vocab word in there. Hold on, what's the roster? What's the roster happening? What's this?
That's when you're single and you have freedom.
So we're single, we got freedom, so we have a roster. Okay, go ahead, continue, D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so then you have your roster, then you like you're not sure if you want to lose them or not. So then you softly and subtly like show off this new person but not identify them. And then once you are both like on the same page for sure, and if he doesn't call you his girlfriend or ask you to be his girlfriend, you're not the girl.
No, and that's like when you're hooking up with somebody and they're like, oh, I don't want to date you, but they've never taken you on a date. They've never like shown up to anything for you. They've never hung out with you and your friends. They've never checked off the list. It's like, no, don't worry. I didn't think we were gonna date. Like, I am well aware what's going on here. Like, you're good, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, there's too many terms, honestly. My mom is like, I was in high school and I was like, oh, I started talking to this guy. And she was like, what the hell does it mean if you're talking to him? Like, you're just having like conversations? Or I was like, no, it's like dating, but like you don't want to like be boyfriend and girlfriend or like go on dates. And she was like, oh, are you fucking? Like, I mean, I'm sure that's what she was thinking.
Oh, it's getting
And
complicated.
then you finally like reveal and you posted them and you tag them and shit, and that's when people know. But then when
Right.
you break up, you're back at square one. You delete everything of them.
It's also sluts. You're all sluts.
And Pike was also in this chat on Twitter too.
Yeah, he's a slut.
I love it. Oh man. Well, you also just reminded me of something else. I mean, then we have a soft launch.
Oh yeah, the soft
launch.
soft launch is when you're like
You post like their hand.
Yeah, like you post the back of their head or like parts that no one will recognize them, and they just like you let people know like, okay, she has someone, don't bother her.
Hey, y'all be safe out there, man. This is crazy. I'm stay booed up, man. This sounds ridiculous. This is whole Olympics.
There's this girl on TikTok who will post pictures of like soft launch pictures of her boyfriend and be like, if you want to make someone jealous, use any of these pictures of my boyfriend.
Yeah. But then some girls will identify and they'll be like, oh no, that's not it.
Right.
Like, no, I'm talking to the same guy, and you're like, yikes.
Yeah, the world is intense.
This is getting crazy. You know, like we saw a UFO. We shot down a UFO. Dating. We had the Super Bowl in Arizona. This whole thing is getting my little peanut brain. Word to Rae.
It's working hard.
It is, and I'm not even in this race. I don't have any skin in the game, but I'm just trying to help out the homies out here. Y'all got some hoops to jump through. And I will not be jumping with those hoops with you. I'll be cheering on from the sidelines with boot up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Any other last words you want to say about that?
I think that the right person, though, when you find them, it won't be like, oh, we're sneaky links and like hooking up and like it's weird. Yeah. It'll just be like straightforward. Like you'll know, you know.
I agree. Rae providing the light at the end of the tunnel for y'all.
You got you. I haven't found it yet, but we're working, baby.
There will be that one person that will like, when you least expect it, they'll pop up and be like, "Hey, sorry it took so long, but here I am."
Right.
Hey, y'all like word to mankind. Hashtag be safe out there, and word to somewhere out there. There's somebody that loves you and wants your whole self.
Just all of it.
All of it. And this is a perfect segment because tomorrow is a corporate capitalist holiday. I mean, a love holiday, which is Valentine's Day. So tell your sneaky link that you like being sneaky with them. Tell your loud cuff that you wanna be loud and cuffed up forever. I don't know. Whatever you do on this Valentine's Day, do you.
Slay.
Slay. But while we're on the topic of these dating and whatnot, let's talk about like general. One of the segments that we got right now, we're gonna talk about pet peeves and icks. What are some things that just grind your gears or just annoy you about humans?
When I can hear them chewing.
That's annoying.
With their mouth closed, even. Yeah. I don't care.
With the mouth closed is crazy. Wait a minute.
Even.
You're hearing them while their mouth is closed?
If you're sitting in a quiet like area and you're just eating something, even if you're chewing with your mouth closed, like you can hear it.
That might be me.
I hate it. I hate it.
I think that might be me. Okay, so
Yeah, it
loud
might be.
chewing.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Shut
get that.
up.
Shut up. Stop eating.
Please.
Drink
Yeah,
water. D,
for real.
what bothers you, man? What are some pet peeves? She
I
has a
feel like
lot. She
on
has a lot
pets.
of aches.
Yeah.
She has a ton. She looks at me and she's like, Z, and I'm like, bro, I'm just
I can't help
existing.
it.
Aw.
Like, well, I work with people all the time, so like every person I work with, I'm like, or the patients I work with, I always find an ick about them, and then I'm just like,
Okay,
Oh no.
I keep saying icks, but I need somebody to define it. What's the difference between an ick and a pet peeve? Is there any difference?
I don't feel like no, I think they're the same thing.
Okay. Okay.
Or I feel like an ick is something like that will deter you from a person.
Yeah, I feel
Mm,
like an ick is more like an eye roll, like kind of reaction, and a pet
Well,
peeve
me-
is something where you're like, okay, that really grinds my gears every time. But I feel like an ick is so specific,
yeah. Nah. Yeah.
you
Okay. So
know?
ick is like very descriptive,
Like
very
when
specific.
you're hanging out with a guy and like he doesn't know his butt cracks out. Shut up! That's an ick. It's not a pet peeve, I guess. Like I'm just like I get the ick. You know?
No butt cracks. Yo,
No,
pull up your pants, dog.
please.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
pull
get
up
the
your
ick.
pants. That is, I think
Um,
that's one of my biggest fears, is like my butt crack showing. Nobody's gonna tell me. You know what I mean? I think that's why I don't sag. That's why I will not sag ever in my life. I'm gonna pick up my
Sagging
pants.
is an ick for me. If you
See,
sag
yeah.
your pants and you're in front of me, I will come and pull your pants up.
That's fair.
So, like, is that a
Fair.
reverse wedgie or that like a wedgie? You're gonna give
I
them
don't care what it is. Don't sag.
don't
Right?
sag.
Blows my mind is like they'll wear a belt and sag.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what is it?
Literally.
Also, shoestrings are not belts.
Unless you're a woman.
Yes.
Or you look cool, I guess. I don't know.
She said,
I'm just saying that because I've definitely done that before. So I'm like, yeah.
Not belts.
There's
No.
exceptions though.
the
Don't do
thigh
it.
belt is crazy. Like sagging your pants to your thighs and then having the belt around your thighs.
What's the point?
What's
Right.
the point?
No point to that. Pull up your
Okay,
pants.
I think an ick for me is like super skinny jeans. Like super skinny. Like I can see your heartbeat through your calves. Like that's ridiculous, bro. Like
Oh man.
chill out.
Yeah, where it just like looks pain, and it's like it's always like the gym rats, like the gym dudes that like that they don't skip leg day because the pants they're wearing.
Right. Yeah.
No flow.
They skip leg day, but they have skinny.
Oh, they want to look like,
They want to look like SpongeBob
yeah. Fuck yeah.
with the blow up muscles.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think of like a girl, like a female ick that I may have. Um mm, 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 mm.
I'm
I
scared
don't
he's
know.
gonna say something I do.
Girl, some women I don't really pay attention, but I know some men will say like when their nails are all raggedy, you know. Oh,
Hey.
you got the raggedy nails happening. That's not my ick, but I know that's somebody's ick out there. You
I
know.
massage people. I can't have long nails.
Oh well, that's one of my things. Oh, that's another
That's
thing
fair.
about me. I don't like long nails. Like I don't like long nails. I can't do like they look pretty. Don't get me wrong. There's some people that really like, but my whole question to you is like, how you wipe your butthole? Like when you got after you poop, like you gotta have some
You
caca
just
on the
do.
nails.
I guess they
I
just
mean, you wash your hands, right? Like,
they do wash their
yeah.
A little, I hope so, because a little poop residue on the fingernails is kind of crazy, you know. Like you don't want all that. But yeah, those. Any other aches out there for y'all? Pet peeves.
I feel like my biggest pet peeve is if I'm trying to talk to you or like just get a hold of you and you're on social media and you don't
Ooh.
respond to me.
Ooh.
She's calling me out.
I know. Z's just like, don't worry, I'll answer you all the time. I'm like, Zion. No, but I feel like that's a big, big pet peeve. Of mine. Like,
Really?
I don't care if you're a guy I'm talking to or my friends or anything. If I see you active on social media or they say I'm not on my phone, but they're on social media.
Uh,
So you
Lie.
do
that's just a lie.
You're lying.
Yeah, that's a blatant lie.
Mm.
yeah.
Mm-mm. Ray, give us a good one to end on
Oh
this segment.
man, I've been trying to think of another one and I'm struggling. It's not that I don't have them, like
It's
I
just
know
hard
I
to
do.
think
I've
about
been
it.
annoyed so many times in my life. Um God. Oh,
What?
you know what I hate as a musician?
Oh yes.
What before I met my friends, who literally will sit down and teach me how to do anything musically that I could ask them. I There were so many guys where I would be hanging out with them and they would be like making beats or something and I would be like, "Oh, can you teach me how to like do that?" And they would be like, "No, it's really hard." Like, yeah, I mean, you can sit
Mm,
down and try it out, but they wouldn't like give me any sort of like help. And
that's
just
annoying.
like that's a pet peeve.
I like
That's
Mhm.
that.
a big pet peeve. That's
That's a good
annoying.
one.
Oh, grinds
That's
my gears.
grinds your gears. I'll end it. I got a good one for y'all. Maybe y'all agree.
Hell
Like
yeah.
just like having heavy breathing. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
Mouth
right? Yeah, the
because
mouth breathers. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, like you're all up in my
Yeah.
ear, bro. Get up off me. You know?
Yeah, please.
And you didn't go up the
Jesus.
stairs. Like you're just standing there. Like,
Right. Like
what's the
maybe
deal?
we need to get that checked out. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe we should go to the
Yeah.
doctors together, just to make sure
Right.
you're good, right?
Oh,
So
God.
those
Yeah.
those are the icks. Those are the pet peeves. They might change throughout the day. I mean, throughout the month. Next time we check in, it's definitely probably going to be a little bit different. But those
100%.
are what we came up with today. But before we move on to the next little bit that we got going on, we should probably talk about Ray. Ray, what have you been up to? I think the last time we talked to you was last year
Mhm.
last year,
Yeah.
and we're just talking about your musical career being from Pennsylvania or Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I mean, Philly's in Pennsylvania, but I'm
Right,
not from Philly. But
right.
yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
say. That's why I didn't say
Yeah.
Philly because I knew you were in
You're
Philly. But
close. I almost got you there.
she's from Pennsylvania. You've been living in Tucson for how long now?
In August, it's gonna be 5 years.
Dang, she out
I
here.
love
We
it.
recruited her. We got her. But you've been doing some great things, some great work with your
Thank you.
music and your musical abilities. Before we got on, we're talking about the studio. Want to talk more about that a little bit? Give us a little what's happening, or just a little bit.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
want to talk about it a lot, but I have to limit myself a tiny bit. But it's freaking cool, and I'm in it right now, which is nice. But yeah, we like found a little space for us to have like an actual studio in, and we've been working for 2 months now, I think, to have
Nice.
it all. And it looks really cool. And I'm excited for other people to start like seeing it. We've had a couple people stop in, and everybody's said really good things about it. So I'm
Love
like,
that.
hell yeah, dude. Like it feels
Love that.
right. It's cool. The guys have put in so much work. So it's like nice to see it happening,
Of
unfolding,
course.
you know.
What is I mean, you said we. So who for those people that don't know and that aren't hip, who is we? I know who we is, but who is we?
Oh, we're our city's finest, and we're a music collective that has a studio.
Let's go. OCF.
OCF, baby.
OCF out here doing
I
it big.
love them.
Yes. So how did you become part of this the collective?
I met Jay in one of our former members I met, and I went over and hung out with them, and then we recorded our very first song, Away With Me, and Jay was like, we just gotta have her keep coming back. So they like never let me stop doing shows with them, and always just made sure I was at the studio with them. So that's how I met them. It's kind of crazy. And then we've all kind of just met through the internet. Like Chris, we met because of Twitter.
Love that.
Pablo, we met because of Instagram. So it's just a random little group of people we really got going on here, but it works.
I love it. And who?
Yeah,
So you
it's
mentioned
cool.
a few people, a few members. You mentioned Jay. Who else is part of OCF right now currently?
So currently we have JGP, we have Cecilia, we got Pablo, we have Soz, and then there's me.
Love that. So there's six of
Yeah.
y'all.
There's 6 of us.
That's a whole lot. That's a
I
whole.
know.
Do we got a minivan for the group
We
yet?
do actually. Yeah, Jay's grandma lets us take her minivan when we go out of state. So
I love that. I
yeah,
love
it's
that.
cool. They're awesome people. I'm like obsessed with my friends here. So
Yeah. And how's it been creating music for you? How's your music creative process going? Anything new dropping soon or?
Um, I've been working on stuff. I remember last time I interviewed with you guys, I was like, "Yeah, I'll have an album out by the summer." Never happened.
Yeah.
Literally never happened. And I just, but I've been working on that album still, actually, this
Okay.
like entire time. We just need to finish up a couple songs, but I don't really necessarily want to put a timeline to it. I've been like making like extra music so that I
Mhm.
can just have like a stockpile of things to kind of put out consistently before I actually drop that album because it means a lot to me. So I don't want to just like,
Definitely.
and it's like people are like, oh, nothing's ever going to be perfect. And I don't expect it to be perfect, but I want to be like really happy with it.
Definitely.
So,
I see
but
it. Love
2
it.
months of setting up the studio, we've been kind of like
Oh,
doing
of
music
course.
a little bit when we can.
Definitely. What
Yeah.
has been one of your biggest highlights since the last year since we talked to you? What's been a big accomplishment for you personally, or also in your music career?
Uh, I'm gonna say my favorite OCF accomplishment that we had was when we played in Flagstaff at this bar. There was an entire group of drunk guys, a bridal party there. It was like a packed bar. And after we performed, they started chanting, "One more song, one more song." And that was probably my favorite moment ever with them. And then I guess my favorite personal accomplishment is getting us connected to doing Battle of the Bands for Dusk.
Nice.
Even though we didn't win, like
Yeah,
we still got to go and
of
we got to
course.
perform at Congress and it was just really fun. So that was my favorite like personal like win,
I love that.
honestly.
That's so
And that was
cool.
a win for all of us too. Like
Definitely. Oh yeah, that's a big win. Just
yeah.
like the collective as a whole, but also just for yourself, knowing that hey, I can be on here and I can be on this
Yeah,
platform, and yeah, I can have the resources to do that. That's
right.
amazing. I love
Yeah, it
that.
was cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You seem more comfortable these days. Like I remember the first time I mean, it was your first ever interview in your
Ever.
defense. So you seem just more comfortable, more happy. Like are you
Cool.
just feeling comfortable now these days?
So during that interview, I just remember sitting there. Anytime I would start talking, I would be like, "Shut up! Nobody wants to hear you talk." Like
Mm,
every single time I would talk, and it was just this like anxiety throughout the whole thing. And then, like anytime we record videos, I kind of like get that like thought in my head. So I started just like watching a lot of interviews
yeah.
on YouTube, like Billie Eilish interviews and everything and just seeing that it's okay to like talk about the things you're doing. It's okay to talk about whatever's going on because people wouldn't be asking questions if they didn't want to know. So I'm like, I need to like think about that. And I'm like thinking about it as we're talking.
I love
But
that.
yeah, that's why.
I love it. No, that's cool. I mean, that's growth, and that's one of the things that
Yeah.
we want to promote on the Takeover Lounge podcast platform is that the first interview is probably not going to be the best one ever, but as long as you come back for a second one and it's better, that means we're seeing growth, right? Like that's all that matters. So you're doing it, Ray.
Yeah.
You're an excellent example
Oh,
of what the
thank you.
Takeover Lounge podcast stands for and what we are. So we appreciate you taking the
My
time out.
heart.
And we're not done. We're not done with this. We got more segments that we want to go through, and this is gonna be fun. D, what we got next for her?
Let's see. Oh, so for New Year's resolutions, do you keep up with your resolutions or do you quit after January?
Hmm. Well, last year my resolution was to get a new job. And by January 9th, I had a new job. So I was like, what the fuck do I do with the rest of the year?
That's awesome.
Thank you. It was really scary, but it ended up like really working out. And I love what I do now. So I'm like, I think that's another thing with like my self-confidence is like making that change.
Mhm.
But this year, my New Year's resolution is to learn how to use hair gel.
Learn how to
Like,
use
I
it.
feel like I can't let myself down with these resolutions. Like,
No, you got it. What steps are you taking to apply this?
I haven't done anything yet at all. Like,
So if I'm gonna keep it 100
yeah.
with you, I haven't done
I
nothing.
have not started.
Are you using like the gorilla gel, like, or like you don't know?
I don't have anything. I don't
Oh.
know. But I have all year to get hair gel and like watch a couple YouTube videos. Like,
Mhm.
And are we thinking?
Yeah.
Are we thinking like we're gonna spike it up? Are we thinking
I mean,
nice
no,
slick back?
yeah, probably. I want to like learn how to do like, little like ponytails and
Oh,
yeah, I
so
don't think, I mean, maybe a mohawk.
I was thinking mohawk.
I mean, maybe.
I feel like or like a unicorn type of thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe a
Okay. I
narwhal.
see. I could definitely do that with the bangs. Just like,
Bam.
yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know what my forehead looks like now that it's.
We've been eager. We've been eager to ask.
I'm soft launching it. That's why they're grown out.
Somebody screenshot that and send it to us so we can get the soft launch of the
Soft
forehead.
launching my forehead.
D, what's the one of your New Year's? Do you stop D after January? Do you not set New Year's resolution? Where are you at with this?
Nope. So every New Year's I make a vision board.
Vision board.
I
Mhm.
like that.
And so my one of my resolutions was to read a book every month.
Ooh, how's that
That's
been?
a good one.
Really good.
What
I love that.
so you read one book?
I read one book in January.
Uh-huh.
It was actually my friend who's a football player. His brother wrote a book about his like
Cool.
journey of his past and how it came to being a professional football player.
Ooh,
Cool.
nice. Do you remember the
Oh.
name of the book?
No, it's at home.
You're failing this test, D.
So much I have to remember.
So the football player's brother's friend, the book
No,
wasn't that memorable.
my
I'm
friend,
just-
brother.
Our friend's brother to the friend's brother, the book wasn't that memorable. I'm just kidding. The book was probably amazing. You
It was
probably
actually
have some.
a really good book, but
That's good.
it was like a small book because I knew my January would be busy, so I was like, let me just read a small book.
And that
Something
it
right.
has been very busy for you.
It has been. It's been
So
a month.
what book are we currently reading? Do you know the name of that book?
Yes, it's called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Hey, that's a good
I've
one.
heard of that one. I've heard
That's
of
a good
that.
one. Yeah, if you don't like reading, to any listeners right now, you can definitely listen to books. Check out Audible. Perfect. If you like podcasting, you're gonna like Audible. That's what it is. So
I feel
that's
like
good.
I have to have the book in front of me though.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
Yeah.
get that. I like the tangible stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. I like to
And
smell
it's
the
cool to-
paper.
Right. And it's cool.
Right.
the book smell. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh wow,
love
yeah,
it.
we're fangirling over the.
Papers. Oh,
Mm.
I like the collection of it. Like I like having book be like, oh yeah, I read those. You know?
Yeah, I have knowledge.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I'm really not. And little do they know it's Dr. Seuss. You know what I mean? Like all the Dr. Seuss series happening.
Yeah.
Seuss.
Oh, that's so cute.
What is your favorite Dr. Seuss book? Go.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Oh,
That
that's
was cute.
that's a cute one. That's a good one. I got that one for my graduation.
Me too.
Oh, look at
My
it.
mom wrote a little note in it, and she's
My
like,
mom wrote
Aw.
it too.
Wait, I think same actually. I feel like I got something of the places you'll go for sure.
Are we living the same life, guys? What happened?
Is this a simulation? Oh my god.
Do you? I mean, Ray, what's your favorite? What's your favorite Dr. Seuss book?
I like. Is it Hop on Pop?
I think
Because
that's the
like
one.
my grandpa, when I was really little, my mom had a copy of a book of Hop on Pop, and he changed one of the lines to say "Pop will bop you if you hop on Pop," and it's always stuck with me. I'm like bars, honestly, Grandpa.
Like Grandpa knew what was up.
Yes,
And he set
guy.
boundaries. Like self-aware
Right.
king.
He will
you know?
bop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I think one of my favorites definitely of course Green Eggs and Ham. Sam I Am. You know what I mean? It's a classic.
I do not like green eggs and ham.
I don't. I do not like them. Sam I Am. You know?
I get
Classic.
it.
And then when you read that book in elementary school, they actually made green eggs and green ham.
Mhm. I remember that.
Yeah. The eggs were not that good. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
They're
why
not-
food dye and eggs just don't seem like they should like be a thing.
It
So,
shouldn't be a thing. And I get the
Oh.
dude's perspective. Like, Sam, I don't like green eggs and ham. You know, I get it. I
nobody
get you now,
does.
bro. But yeah, sorry, that was a weird tangent that we went on. Shout out Dr. Seuss, RIP. I don't know if it, shout out. I don't know if we shout out him. I don't know. There's a
I
lot
don't
of
think so.
there's a lot of like things about him that people don't really like. So you know what? We're gonna say great books, bro. Great books, bro. You know,
Separate the
childhood.
art.
It's just the art, you know. But I think New Year's resolution. Do I stick to them? And then come January, do I forget about them or February? No, I think I've been doing good. I've been doing good this year. I've been doing good. I think one of the things I wanted to incorporate in my life are now being incorporated. Going to the gym 3 times a week has now been a thing for me. Drinking a gallon of water a day has been a thing for me. Only eating out twice a month. You know, when I think it's hard when you do what we do, traveling back and forth from Phoenix to Tucson and doing all these speaking engagement, like you just want to eat out. It's just so convenient, but it hurts the wallet a little bit, hurts the bank account a little bit, and it also hurts the gut a little bit. So I think I've been seeing a lot of benefit from it. So it's been working out. It's been working out pretty well. So those 3 things have been really good. I stopped drinking alcohol as well on my birthday. September, I stopped drinking. So I'm going, this is like month 5, 6 or something like that. Something crazy. So we're just thriving. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to thrive. We're just trying to make it. I'm taking my health a little bit more seriously in my 20s, just trying to enjoy it in a healthy way so I can live longer in the future. So that's been what's up. We've been doing well. So what else we got next? What else we got next? What
All right. We have, let me pull this up. That's just Arizona.
Okay. All right. So I explained the segment for the people that are listening. So in this segment, Rae, we're gonna show you a video of something that happened this weekend. I mean, this weekend was active in Arizona.
Crazy.
It was crazy. Everybody and their mother was out here doing it up, having a great time. It was waste management. It was Super Bowl Sunday, Super Bowl weekend. It was Taylor Swift's opening concert out here. It was a fiasco in Phoenix, Arizona. And we just want to see what was happening. Here's a video that I found on TikTok, and I want you to let us know, is this man a native of Arizona or he visited?
Oh shit.
Oh, this is awesome right here. I'm getting every single second of it. That's the leaner right there.
He's the one.
I've got every fucking bit of it.
He's the one.
Oh, poor guy. How's he walking like that?
Phoenix Open.
That was rough.
That was rough.
That was rough. So is that just Arizona or is that a tourist coming to our state?
That's a tourist.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty drunk Arizonans.
But I think what gives it away for me to know that this is a tourist is that Phoenix and Arizona drunk is very like a violent drunk. This guy has a very good balance, very good awareness of his surroundings, of what's happening. So this is not an Arizona drunk. This is not. This is somebody else. But that lean in. Let's talk about that lean. That was crazy.
It was crazy.
His back is hurting for sure.
His knees. I'm feeling bad for his knees. Like it's like remember when people used to jerk back in the day and used to hit the pin drop? Like that's what that looked like to me. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, he reminds me of the like inflatable arm guys where he'll be like walking around like that. That's crazy.
But the rebound though, like it was just, and he just kept going straight. Like he went backwards. You thought he was done. Psych. He just kept going on with we got to go to the next. He had to go to the next hole. You know what I mean? He had to go next. He's in waste management. You know.
Right.
So that's not Arizona. That's definitely a tourist. Come on now. Like this.
Yeah, Wyoming.
Oh, I like that. I'll take a Wyoming.
Yeah,
I'll take a Wyoming. Why not? Maybe even a Montana. Why not?
Montana. Was he wearing like boat shoes? I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah,
I think he was too. I mean,
yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part of that video was like the group filming them. Like very like the accent was very really I got that motherfucker right there. No, he leaning. I'm like that boy from Texas or somewhere down south. That boy is from down south. That's crazy. But it was super active out here, man. I did not step out at all this weekend. Traffic was crazy. My whole thing is that these people are gonna fall in love with the Arizona weather, but they ain't gonna be here in the summer.
No.
Where was you at when we was burning up at 120 degrees, huh? Where was you at?
Literally.
Where
Yeah.
was you at when the AC broke and we had to get the AC fixed? You know, come on, they ain't there for that.
No, they don't get it.
They don't get it. See, I would be mad at you, but you stuck around for 5 years.
I know. I didn't get it. And then after the first 2 years, I was like, all right, I think I get it. And it just keeps getting hotter every year too. So I'm like, I don't know if I actually get it or not. If it just keeps getting hotter like this, I don't know.
It's dry heat. It's dry heat.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. And then it rains.
And then it's humid. And then my hair
Then
is
it's
just all
not dry heat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So that's not just Arizona. That's a tourist coming in to the city, enjoying his waste management. I saw a lot of great captions from Waste Management, by the way. I think a lot of people were getting creative, sticking to the golf course thing.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite one though was from the homie, and the homie was like, I think he tweeted it or he posted on his Instagram. He's like, "How you gonna kick me out when I was managing my wasted self at Wasted Management?" I was like, "Boy, was spin. He do got a point. How you gonna kick him out? He managing his waste, you know, like he was managing." So hey, shout out to my boy. You know who you are. Maybe you do. Maybe you listen. I don't know. But we're here. Let's do one more segment. How many more segments we got for this one? For Miss Rae.
I think we have one more.
Let's do one more, Rae. One more before we send you on your way to help your collective with the
wallpapering.
The wallpapering.
It's exciting.
I love it.
Right. Here it is. So, cop or drop?
Ooh.
Are we talking about the little figurines or the boots?
We're definitely talking about the boots. The boots. Have you seen these boots, Rae?
Have I seen these boots? Oh, honey, have I? Yeah, I've seen those boots. I don't know. See, I like them because they're like weird, but I feel like my sense of style isn't like streetwear enough to like make it work.
Okay.
I'm trying to imagine what I would wear with those, and there is nothing coming to mind.
The first thing that comes to mind is maybe like a Ronald McDonald suit to go with that.
Right.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
I could.
Or the Mickey Mouse suit, you know? No Mickey Mouse action.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it. D, where you at with these?
No. When I first saw them, the first thing I thought was like, my calves would never fit in that. These are for people with skinny calves.
This is true.
What material are they? Like,
I want to feel like they're foam. Like,
are they like silicone?
I think they're like what Crocs are made out of.
Ugh. See, automatic no for me.
I feel like my feet would get really sweaty.
Right? Especially in Arizona.
People that could not take off these shoes and they had to like slit the back of the shoe.
That's so fucked.
Does anybody know the background of it? Like who this is a designer, right? Do we know the background?
Mischief did it.
Mischief did this.
Mm-hmm. They're the new shoes by Mischief.
This is interesting. I just want to know the thought process behind the design of like somebody's like, yo, you remember like the clowns back in the day? Like we should make a boot version of the clown shoes.
Let's see. I think.
Oh, we're gonna fact check it. Please fact check me, please.
I
just don't.
Mischief boots.
They're insane to look at. They look like they should just be like a flower vase, like a weird flower vase you'd see in some like art guy's house.
Right.
Or
I would buy it for that purpose.
So when they dropped, they cost $350.
Okay.
Now they're priced at $1,425.
Oh, buy. No way.
Yeah.
People are buying this for.
Even now, it's over $1,700 for them.
A rack and 7.
Oh yeah, let me just go cop a pair really quick, guys. I'll be right back.
No, thank you.
Oh my god.
If I see any of my favorite artists or musicians rocking this, I'm gonna have to play the clown noise with it.
Oh, I do.
Seriously.
Or this song, like if you wear these, you gotta have like a professional saxophone player playing that.
Yeah.
Like as you're walking. That's what. This is a drop for me. I'm not copying
Yeah.
it. No.
So this is the story behind it. It says a cartoonish is an abstraction that frees us from the constraints of reality. If you kick someone in these boots, they go boing.
Do they really? That'd be crazy. I would actually, if they made a little sound effect when you kicked something, I would actually get them.
Gosh.
I would use my entire tax return and on those.
They go boing.
Yeah.
Is that like a wah, 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 or like is it like
I have no idea. But I think it's just to bring like cartoon to real life type of thing.
okay.
So they're cosplaying. This is a cosplay.
Cosplay
Nerds.
meets streetwear.
Cosplay meets streetwear.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, they
get this-
definitely met. I don't know if they liked each other very much, but they met. That's for sure. That's
They're
messed up.
Get this corn out of my face, Danny. Get this atrocity away from my face. My eyes are burning just thinking about it.
Right.
Yo, yeah, if you're buying those, do you, king or queen, do your thing. But I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. Just give me the Air Force Ones. I'm cool. I am cool.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
what
mean?
he said. Yeah. Yeah.
Ray's like, give me some just in
Give me
case.
something kind of boring, but I'll take a pair if you have an extra one.
I like it. Rae, it's been a pleasure having you on the revamp of the Takeover Lounge 2023 podcast. Any words of encouragement or any you want to plug yourself?
Do I? Words of encouragement? Just go do whatever you want as long as it's not hurting anybody. And plugging myself.
Just like
I'm
yourself.
Check us out on Instagram at Our City's Finest.
I'm just thrown off by we just saw your shoes, dog. Bows of the class. We just
What the
reviewed your shoes.
hell?
We just reviewed your shoes and we said that they wasn't it, bro. The shoes wasn't it,
Who said
So
I think we're being cyberbullied.
I think we're being cyberbullied. But the joke's on him because you know what?
You got the
It's okay.
shoes.
He got the shoes. Hey, but we're here doing it up. D, anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
I would say everyone have a good Valentine's Day and be safe out there.
Yeah.
With your loud cuffs or your sneaky links.
Be smart of what you do and what you show.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's a good one. And then I'm gonna just keep it simple. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be safe out there. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy. We're gonna get up out of here. Y'all have a great rest of your night. If you are new to the podcast, Bows of the Clown, you can subscribe, man. Go ahead. Subscribe to the pod.
Sounds like they're a fan.
The Lounge Takeover Lounge podcast. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff at the Lounge Takeover. And we also have the Takeover Lounge podcast. You can definitely follow us there as well. You can follow me personally at Z__GIV. You can follow Danny at
Danny Phantom 001.
and you know where you can find Rae. Rae, do you want to tell them where you can follow? They can follow you at one more time.
Rae LMAO or Our City's Finest. I mean,
Okay.
Our City's Finest. You'll find me.
Yes,
see
yes,
it.
do that. Do all that.
See it.
Shout out, man, Keezy in the back holding it down for us, man. We appreciate you, and we'll see y'all. Don't do crack.
Don't
y'all.
do crack.
Don't do crack. This is shameful. And we'll see y'all next time. When we see you, y'all have a good Valentine's Day, all that good stuff. Have a good night. And we are